Hey everyone! Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about key point speech. Just like the Swiss Army knife of the speech, key point speech will be very useful, helpful when you are delivering small, short time of speech, say 3 to 7 minutes, and also it's useful in your work, in your presentation. Let's start with some elements of this key point speech. And thanks to Professor Matt Gary in University of Washington Communication Department, I adopted some of his ideas and handout. So we started with a topic. Imagine your audience. They are from different disciplines, different age group, with different experience. So it's very important to choose the topics that are accessible with little specific knowledge or non-specific knowledge. So if you talk about, how to control the safety of the Boeing plane factory, and that might be complicated because it requires aerospace knowledge. However, topics like your major, what do you do in your current job, a project that you are being taken on, that might be easy to deliver to general audience with a time frame 3 to 7 minutes. So choose the topic wisely. And then the next part is organization. A good thing about key point speech is it is right at the point. It's easy to follow as audience. You start with the introduction. You will briefly introduce what you plan to cover in this speech, and it will be really nice that you mention about key points you will cover. Key point number 1. When you explicitly explain what is the first point, it would be very nice to add maybe 1 example or 2 examples to make your key point more concrete and specific, easy to understand. And then we move to key point number 2. Again, you start with what is the point, and then with what is the example. You can choose 1 or 2 or several examples. We move on. You might have the question, how many key points? It's enough. It's perfect. Well, it's hard to have a perfect answer. Is that 5? Is that 3? But general principle is as for key point, 2 to 5 will be at a sweet spot. Because if you have key point less than 2, then maybe it's not so convincing and you do not have enough key point to support, to elaborate. While on the other end, if your key points are 5 or more, then people start to lose track about what are they. And so that's why we say 2 or 5, that would be really good. Don't go too little or don't go too much. So there's a sweet spot. And then when we finish the key points as we chosen, added with explanation, then we will do conclusion. In this section of the conclusion, you will summarize what you have mentioned about those key points and summarize this whole speech. It's easy to follow, it's straightforward, and both in the introduction part and in the conclusion part, you would repeat the key words from those points, which emphasize the impression. So now I would invite you to have about 10 seconds. Think about what is a topic you feel comfortable to work on and what are some key points might be. Great. I think you must have good ideas and I would love to hear from you. And now I'm going to give you a demo about how I use this organization and key point speech tool to deliver a short speech about my job. Hi everyone, my name is Wei Zuo, and I am an instructional consultant at Center for Teaching and Learning at the University of Washington. Our organization aims to help teaching graduate students and also help faculty to develop their teaching skills. I have been working in this position for about a year, and there are three main responsibilities, including teaching, offer workshops, and organizing events. And let me start it about my teaching portfolio. At CTL, we offer graduate student level course, Graduate 615, and it's a TA or A preparation course. All the new TAs and RA from different programs and disciplines can come to learn from us and get resources and support throughout the campus. They also can meet other TAs from AS programs. Besides teaching, I also give workshops. Requested by the department and the programs on campus, we instructional consultant will go to the department, design the workshop. Time varies from 30 minutes to 2.5 hours. The topics included, but not limited to, active learning, teaching with strategies, teaching with technologies, including all students. So that's another part of my responsibility. Last but not least, I help organizing events. And among all the events throughout the year, one of the biggest events hosted by Center for Teaching and Learning is our annual TARE conference. And every year, more than 800 new TA and RAs who come to the University of Washington will attend our conference, and there are a lot of coordination, organization, check-in preparation to do, and that's my job. So to sum up, I have been at CTL as an instructional consultant for over a year, and I really love my job. It's enlightening, it's educating, and the job I do as an educator to offer workshop as well as be a team of the events are very encouraging for me. I love to do more and give back to the community. So thank you for watching this video, and hopefully key point speech will be helpful for you.